Hey, Amanda here from Faithfully Homemade, and today I'm going to go through my kindergartners' homeschool lessons and activities for the week. And yes, we are doing school the entire week because we're trying to catch up a little bit. We took a handful of days off when I was in my first trimester of pregnancy just because I wasn't feeling so great. And so we're going to try and catch up because I want to be done with school by May, which is when the baby is due. And we are so excited. If you don't know, we are expecting baby number 6. And we will find out right after Christmas if it's a boy or a girl. So, and if you don't know, we already have 5 boys. So we expect baby number 6 to be another boy, but we will find out soon. So we're just praying for a healthy baby. All right, let's get right into my son's activities. I'm going to get into his phonics activities for the week. And we have been focusing on long vowels with magic E at the end, or you could call it silent E. And so the first activity I have here, I'll go through, and it is these cards. These are Abeka cards. They come from the 2-vowel word card set. And all I did is I pulled out just the ones with silent E at the end, or I tell him it's magic E because it tells the first vowel to say its name. So what he's going to do is he's going to use these cards that I pulled out and also these Unifix cubes. These are normally you see, like number Unifix cubes. You use these for like counters, but these are actually alphabet ones that I ordered a while back. We've had them for a while, but I just got this. I got a bead organizer to organize them in, so he can use them a little bit easier because before it was taking quite a while to find the letters. So now he can find them super easy. And by the way, if you're hearing anything in the background, you're probably hearing, well, you could be hearing the baby, but you also might be hearing the computers because my older kids are working on Spelling City right now on the computer. So just to let you know in case you're wondering. All right, so what he's going to do is he's going to use these cards and he's going to read the word. So he will read tape, and then he will make it with these. So he will find a T. And by the way, these are so cool. So one side is capital and one side is lowercase. So he's going to make the word tape. 14. And basically they connect. I'm sure you've seen things like this before. It's hard to do with one hand. But anyway, he'll make the word tape. And then he'll keep going. So he'll do kite and cube and so on. Okay, so I have a handful of those. So that's the first activity that he will be doing. Then the next long vowel activity I have is these cards. These are also Abeka cards, but these are actually the cards that you get with the preschool. Well, actually, you can buy them with kindergarten too if you're starting at kindergarten. But I got them when I ordered the preschool set last year. And they're just basically the, what are they called? Does it say it on the bottom? No. They're the, like, alphabet cards. And all I did is I pulled out the ones that have a silent E at the end. And there are only a few of them, and they're just pictures. So I have 9, vase, 5, game, fire, and rake. Those are the only ones that had silent E at the end when I looked at the pictures. And they were long vowels. So all I'm going to do for these ones, he's going to have to make them himself. So for this, he was looking at the word and making it. For these ones, he's going to have to say the word, and then he's going to have to use the letters to make the word himself without actually reading it. So he's going to have to sound it out. R-ake. And the same for all of them. So he will use these letter connectors again. Usually we use magnet letters for something like this, but I figured I'd change it up and we would use the connecting ones this week. So that is another activity for long vowel. Then the next one I have is, this is hot dots. And basically, Mark, please leave him alone. And basically what this is, I'll show you the front. Hot Dots Junior Reading. It's the kindergarten book 2. Okay, Mom, and I went to the back because the back has long vowels. Yeah. Nathan, I need it to be quiet right now, and I need you to be working. So get your reading book and start reading your next story. Okay, so This one has long A with silent E at the end. So what he does is he's going to use this pen, and this pen makes noise. So this is cake, and this is gate. So gate has long A, and so he got it right. Now if he hits the wrong one, like 6 does not have a long vowel A, it will do that. And so he's going to do some of these long vowels that have the silent E at the end. Here's long I with silent E at the end, long O with silent E at the end, long U with silent E at the end, and then here's just some like review. So he will have to read the word rake and find rake. All right, so that is another activity with long vowels. My kids really like these. Not right now. These hot dogs. So that's another one. Okay, then the last long vowel activity I have is a roll and read phonics, level A. I created this myself. And basically it has like the alphabet in here. It has blends. It has short vowel words. And then it also has long vowel with silent E at the end. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to turn to the long vowel page with silent E at the end. By the way, if you're interested in this game, I will leave a link below where you can get it off my website. And what he's going to do is he's going to roll. And so that gave him a 5. So he will go to 5 and he will have to read the words. Bake, gave, ride. He will roll again. 6, and he will have to read the words. Luke, home, gain. You get the idea. He's reading the words, and then he's going to see which smiley face he got to at the end. 4, line, cone, June. Okay, he got to the purple one. And he'll just keep going, and if he rolls the same number again, let's say he rolls a 5 again, he will just read it again. It gives him lots of practice, and we will keep going until he's gotten to all the lines, and he's been able to read all of them. So there's this one, and there's this one, which also has some more long vowels with silent E. So he will do that. And that will be, this also has, like I said, other activities in it, but we're not going to do those. Okay, so that is that tray. All right, so let's get going on some other stuff. All right, this other tray I have over here is opposites. We're going to do opposites this week. And so these are Abeka cards, and basically we're just going to go through them. So this is day and night. And then we have hot and cold, and so on. And so he's going to go through these cards, and we're going to say the opposites. And then I have another set of cards here, and I've had these forever. I don't know where I got them from, so I'm sorry. But they're also the same thing. So like this is happy, the next card is sad, and so on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some of them up, and then I'm going to have him put them in the pocket chart correctly. So I'll give him, I'll give him happy, and then he has to find the opposite of happy, and he'll put the card next to it. So that's that activity. This activity is working on short vowel words again. Now, even though we're working on long vowels, it's good to go back and practice our short vowel words and our blends. So these are the Abeka blend ladders. I didn't buy them because they had these in the back of the teacher manual, so I just made the copies because it says you can. And then my older kids actually colored them for me and kind of decorated them. But anyway, what I'm going to have him do with these is he knows his blend ladders really well. So he will read like ma, mi, ma, ma, meh. And then I have a little puzzle here, and I'm going to have him make words. So I'm going to say, okay, can you make a word with ma, ma? And then maybe he will hopefully find a letter and put it on there, and then he made mug. You get the idea. So he will do that. Mi, mi. And then can he make a word with mi? He might do this, but then I will tell him that you have to have 2 T's for mit. For ma, I'm sure he will probably do mom. And so on. So we'll try to make words with the ones that we can. And we'll do just a couple of them. And we'll see how it goes. But mostly it's just practicing his blends, reading his ladders, and then making some words. And I figured we'd use puzzle pieces this week. So that's what he's going to do. This is a Melissa and Doug puzzle. Then I just threw a couple other things on here if we have time. This is, these are from my let's see, my Phonics Card Set. I have all sorts of activity cards for phonics. I'll leave a link below where you can get these. Both of these are from that set. There's lots of different activities with that set. But this one is where he just has to read the words, and these are more short vowel words, basically, in these sentences. I'm sorry, he has to read the sentences. So he's going to read, my pet is a hen, and then he's going to use some sort of thing to cover it up. These are pom-poms with magnets on the back, and he's going to cover it up. So he'll cover up hen, because he's got to match the picture with the sentence. The fat rat sat on the mat. Which one matches? This one. And so he will do that. You can also use these with clips, and he could clip it on the right one. But I like to use little things like this. So he will do those, and then we're also still working on syllables. So these are syllable cards. So moose, moose. How many syllables in moose? He will do one. Whoop. He will do one syllable in moose. And then there's plenty of other cards. Elephant. How many syllables? 3. So we have those cards on here for him to do as well. All right. Now let's get into a little bit of math. So for math, you saw last week, or not last week, the last time I did a video for him, we've been working on our money and counting, so we're going to do this again. If you saw in the last video, he just takes these coins, he tells me the name of the coin and the amount, and then he puts it in the piggy bank, and then these are just like coin flashcards. And then what I did is I just took some strips of paper and I wrote out some amounts. We have these stamps that are the different coins, so I have quarter, dime, a nickel, and penny. And then all he's going to do is he's going to have to look, and I'm going to say 25 cents, and he's going to have to find the one that's worth 25 cents, and he's going to stamp it. 10 cents, and he's going to stamp it. So I just made 2 rows of papers for him to do. So that's another activity. Luke, can you go see what's wrong with Seth?
Okay, but I didn't know that you had those stamps.
You didn't know I had these?
No.
You've had these for a while. But you've already known your money for a long time, so you haven't had to do it. Okay, so, sorry, my kids are yelling. Excuse me. We don't yell like that. All right, this is another activity. And this activity, okay, so this next activity is like a science activity. It's learning about insects. And so what I have here is, this is an activity that I created. And it has different insects. And here are the cards, and it has their names on the cards because I want him to learn the names of these different... Actually, they're not all insects. They're just bugs because there's a spider here. Yeah, and there's a worm and stuff. So they're not all insects. But what they're just bugs. But what I'm going to have him do is he's going to flip the... I'm going to flip the cards over upside down. And then he will pick a card... And I will say the name if he can't read it. If he can read it, great. If he can't, I will say beetle, beetle. And then he will look at his board and he will find the beetle and he will cover it up. Beetle. And we'll just keep going like that. Just basic, but he knows that one. Butterfly. So he'll be able to say butterfly and he'll cover it up. Now, this activity set I created myself, and it comes with different boards, so he can, like, we can switch it up and he can do a different board, and they're in different spots. It also comes with cards that don't have the picture on it, so it's just the word. So to make it harder for some kids, it'll flip over, it won't have the picture, and it'll just say butterfly, and then they'll have to find the butterfly by just reading the word. So but he's going to do it like this because he doesn't know his yet. And so he'll say bee, and he'll cover it up. And we'll just keep going until he gets the entire board covered up. You can play it different ways. You can just go until they get a row across or a row down. And since there's different boards, you could play it with more than one child at a time if you wanted. And do like a bingo kind of thing. But anyway, that's what we're going to do with that one. So that is just a science activity. And then another thing I thought I would do with this is we have a puzzle. This is a Melissa and Doug insect puzzle, and it comes with this cute little net to catch the bugs. I keep saying insects, but it's got spiders. It's a bug puzzle, just like this activity. It's all about bugs, not just insects. And what I'm going to have him do, so after he does this activity, we're going to do the same thing again with the puzzle. So I'll flip him over. And, you know, if it's on the puzzle, I'll have him find it. If it's not, then we'll just say the name. So when he flips it over and he sees butterfly, then he's going to take his little net and he's going to catch a butterfly, and so on. So we will do that as well. It's just another way to practice his bugs. So that'll be kind of fun. I've been trying to kind of incorporate more science and history into what we've been learning. Mostly we read in books, but I've been trying to come up with some activities for him as well, not just reading about science and history. So that'll be one that we can do. Okay, what have I not shown you? Okay, this one is addition. He's been practicing addition, and these are number magnets that I actually got recently, and they're really cute, and so we're going to use those just because I want to. And what he's going to do is, I have two things here. I'll move that one off to the side for now. All right, so the first one is this. So he is going to use the number cards. And these little, let me get this open. These are from Abeka. And the orange ones here are numbers. And the green ones are gumballs. Okay? And so what I'm going to do, I'll take the numbers away for a second, is I'm going to put two cards out. So here's one. And here's one. Okay. And then he's going to count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's going to find the 9. And he's going to put it there. And 1, 2. And he's going to find the 2. Where'd the 2 go? Oh, it's in here. And he's going to put the 2 there. I think you guys probably already get the idea of what we're going to do. But we're doing addition. Okay, so he's got 9 plus 2. And then I have these little dice, this die, and it has all the different symbols. So he's going to put a plus, 9 plus 2, and then use the other one to make equals. All right, so he's going to make 9 plus 2 equals, and then he's going to have to figure out what it equals. 9, 10, 11, and he can use these to count. Or he can just count on. So he knows this is 9, count 2 more, 10, 11. So then he's going to find the 11, and he's going to put it there. Now he's got his equation. 9 plus 2 equals 11. Okay. So we will continue to do that over and over again with different cards and different combinations of addition facts. And so that will be that. And then the other thing I have thrown over here is these cards, and this came in a set with subtraction and addition. And basically what he's going to do is he's going to take them out and go 1 plus 1 equals, and then he has to find the 2, and they match up. They're like puzzles. So I don't know. It's in here somewhere, the 2. But he will do that. And so there's all sorts of different ones. So 1 plus 2 is 3, and they will match up. So that is addition for him this week. And then I just have 2 more quick activities to show you. I've got quite a few activities this week. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, so this next activity is just telling time. We've been working on telling time just to the hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show him this clock, and I'm going to give him times. So right now I'm going to ask him what's the time. He'll say 7 o'clock, hopefully. So we've been working on the lower hand. And then what he has to do is use one of these stamps. I have 2 of them, actually. 2 different clocks. So he can use whatever he wants. And he's going to stamp the clock. And then he's going to have to draw the time. So he'll draw a small hand and a big hand to make 7. And then I will show him how we write 7 o'clock with the colon. So I just have a piece of paper here, and we'll just do it over and over again. So I'll show him another one, and he'll have to say 5 o'clock. He'll stamp it, and he'll make 5 o'clock on his paper. So that's that activity. And then the very last activity I have here is another phonics activity. These are alphabet stamps. Again, I have another one of these containers. I love these bead containers because you can organize everything. So these are alphabet stamps, and these are lowercase. I also have uppercase, but he only needs lowercase for this activity. And then I have these papers, these stamping papers. I just made these, and they all come in a set with all different phonics ones that you could do. And if you're interested, I'll leave a link below where you can get them. We're not going to do these first ones. This is like alphabet, where he would stamp the alphabet. And the cool thing about these is they can stamp them just how they are, or you can have a match. So like this page is all capital alphabet, and if you wanted him to find the lowercase letters, then they could stamp the lowercase. This would be good for my preschooler, so I might save these for my preschooler. And then this page has all the lowercase alphabet for them to stamp. But anyway, and then there's like beginning sounds and ending sounds. But what we're going to do, just a minute, Mark. What we're going to do this week, there's vowel sounds. What we're going to do, I printed them all out so we can just do them whenever. But this week, we're going to do just long vowel words because that's what we've been working on. So he's going to stamp tape. So he will do T-A-P-E, and then he'll stamp fire, F-I-R-E, cone, and mule. So we will do, there's 3 long vowel papers. We may not do all of them, but we'll do one of them. So that is the last activity. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.